Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to You Might Not Like It podcast. I'm PhilltCast. This is KodyBear.
What's good?
Today, he picked up on a video on YouTube, and he wanted me to check it out and react to it, so we're going to do that, but I'm going to let him describe it.
What's up, bros and brodettes? I got a video from Jubilee. You know what Jubilee is, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I like Jubilee.
So Jubilee always does like these questionnaire videos. Sometimes it's like, for arguments or just find a common ground. Today, the one we're looking at is teachers and parents and what kids need in school. You feel what I'm saying? Because, everyone, well, for me and Phil, we're both parents. He's more experienced than I am. I only have 2. He got 3. He good at it. He good at it. You know what I'm saying? So nice, he needed thrice. And all of a sudden, we all been kids too.
Yeah.
So
I was a kid.
No, you were a wee one.
No, I came out the bitch this big.
Hey, I feel you. I was a horrible ass kid in school.
9 pounds, 8 ounces, 21 inches long. Big boy.
I was a wee one. It was a wee one. I was a wee one. I'm sorry, bro.
He was a wee one.
I'm a little baby. But yeah, so let's get into it.
I've neglected my own needs to be a good teacher or parent.
I would say, yeah. I feel like after I was with my ex for 18 years, we had 3 girls, and by the end of it ending and I was back on my own, I learned that, I kind of forgot who I was. I kind of gave up all my needs and wants and kind of future goals in life for the family dynamic, so to speak. So yeah, I could definitely say, yeah, I definitely would strongly agree that I gave up a lot of who I am for my kids.
For me, my life, I will admit that my life has been more or less the same. I was graced with a wife that can handle some of her stuff more or less. You know what I'm saying? But for me, let's make a game. Let's see how many people, because I think a lot of these people are going to be lying on how much they sacrifice. Like, for example, the teachers, I don't think they sacrifice as much as they say they do. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Unless they're coming in and actually, trying to dumb it down for, some kids in class. Because let's be real, not everyone in class was at the same level. You guys knew there was somebody in your class that been dumb as shit. Dumb as shit. Hey, excuse me, Phil. What page is 42? What page is page 42?
I don't know. What page is 42, Cody?
I had a motherfucker like that in class ask me that shit. I thought he was joking, and he was like, no, really, what page is 42? But look for the page that has the number 4 in front and the 2 right after it.
I mean, I agree with them. I mean, to a certain extent, I don't think that most teachers are really sacrificing for the kids exactly like that. I feel like they're just doing their jobs. But I have known a few teachers growing up that were really coming out of their way, coming out of their pocket financially to make sure certain kids got their breakfasts, their free lunches, which weren't free for some kids.
Respect for those teachers.
Yeah,
those are the real ones.
So I've known teachers to really go above and beyond, but to say that most teachers are doing this, I don't know. I felt like most teachers didn't even really like being teachers growing up, to be honest. Maybe that's just my view of it.
And honestly, here's my controversial take on this. Unless you're a single parent, I don't think you're sacrificing as much as you think you are. I'm going to say it again. Unless you're a single parent, you're not sacrificing as much as you think you are. Come on, bro. Let's really break it down. You have to do 2 sides. For example, being a single father. Try being a single father, right? You got to not only take care of your son or daughter, you also have to be the mentor, the healer, the comforter, and then you got to go do a 9-to-5 job. Or some people, let's say you're military, you might do deployments and stuff, and you're gone out their lives all the time. I'm not saying they're sacrificing, yes, they're going to sacrifice some things, but I think comparing to a 2-parent household and a single parent, the sacrifice levels are, if 2 parents are here, I think single parents are kind of up here. And I'm not saying they're all single parents are good, but the stuff you have to do to just be a parent, it's sorry, just by you're doing it solo.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're going to be doing it solo, obviously it's going to be harder.
Mm-hmm.
But in that same notion, though, I mean, you're going to like. I argue that most parents that are single, they're actually sacrificing more of themselves than someone that's with somebody. Like I mean, I feel like I lost myself along the way, but I could imagine that if I was doing it by myself, I would have lost every inch of my personality character because it all would have became just dad.
It all focus on the kid.
It'd have just been dad. That's all it would have been if I was a single dad and I had to go through that. So I agree.
I mean, all subject. That's why I think a lot of single mothers have problems dating because you so tunnel vision on the kid. Once you try to find your own identity, it's hard to go back to finding who you are after like 18 years of taking care of a kid, doing everything this kid needs, and then going back to, oh, he went to college, he or she went to college. Let me be myself. Who was I again?
Well, yeah, that's why, like, here, piece of advice for anyone young just starting out in marriage and having a kids. Do yourself a favor. Write yourself an email to not be open for 20 years on all the things you love, like, and enjoy currently, right now, all your future little goals that you have right now, because may come a time 20 years from now where your kids are grown, you may be not married no more, you might be divorced now on your own, and you're going to need to know who you are.
Mm-hmm. Let's get back to it.
Yeah.
And I think back to my first couple of years. I mean, I wasn't getting sleep, wasn't eating right, wasn't, just socializing right, wasn't doing anything right. And I remember pulling all-nighters, stuff like that. I mean, just stuff that totally was not healthy for me. I've gotten more mature in the profession, so I've improved that work-life balance, but...
Work-life balance?
What's that?
What is that? I went to school for a long time to get my degree in nursing, and the year that I graduated, I got pregnant, I got married, and yeah, I had to put my stuff aside, my career aside for them. But I know that as they're getting older, they're needing me less. My children are 12 and 14 now, and I graduated about 14 years ago.
I paused the video, Phil, because simply what she said is a triggering point. When your kid is at a certain age, you don't have to watch them anymore. Like, not saying watch them anymore, more like you can... The constant eagle eye that you have, where the kid's doing, like Sauron from Lord of the Rings, you don't have to do that no more because simply they can take care of themselves. Your kid can be on his little tablet, playing video games or watching YouTube on his tablet. He can watch TV on his own. All you have to do is monetize what's on the TV. Hey, let's keep it on Sesame Street. Why is he walking The Walking Dead? Simple things like that. So when they're old enough, you don't have to have that constant eagle eye. You can focus on your individuality. Like Phil, when you had 3 kids, right? 3 daughters.
Yep.
Tell them, just so I don't feel like I'm talking out my ass, when was the point for each of their age where you didn't have to, where are they? What are they doing? I smell trouble.
I would say for me, depending on which one, probably between 6 and 8, where I was able to just, say, hey, I know this kid ain't gonna do something that's gonna, F herself up, harm herself for the most part. She already know not to chew on coins and shit, pretty solid. She know not to touch stoves. She know not to pull the dog's tail. She know not to stick, things in outlets.
Your daughter sound dangerous. I need that money. I was tasty.
Bro, kids.
Sorry, I made your daughter sound like Arnold.
For some reason, kids like to choke on pennies.
I swallowed a penny.
I'm not surprised.
Why did you? So none of y'all as kids, y'all ain't swallowed a penny or some shit?
I ain't never swallowed no penny.
Okay. Back in your day, they were like, thicker coins and this and that.
I'm not that old.
Fuck. Let's get back to it.
I'm not that old.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what a half penny is, bro. I'm not that old.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
I had a Nintendo, bitch.
I apologize.
I had electronics.
Well, let's get back to it. Yes,
There was Central Air in my era. We had color television.
It's something I pushed aside.
I feel like I can kind of piggyback off of what you experienced. I was going to school a few years ago. Childcare became an issue, so I had to stop. Like, I'm not angry about it, but I would have definitely liked to have finished school. But that's just part of being a parent. I mean, we want our kids to thrive and succeed, and whatever that takes, if it's like putting us on the back burner, then I feel like most of us just...
And it's worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
All right. See, well, that right there is a point that I usually preach on my little TikTok live channel, is that I think that's the problem. We keep putting our children so far in front of our own needs that we think that that's good enough. What we don't realize is you can give your kids everything they want. But if they're going around seeing you miserable, but not necessarily miserable, maybe unfulfilled in your life, then that's all you're going to really teach them. You need to pursue your goals so your kids can see that you need to pursue your goals despite the domestic things you got going on in your life, whether it's marriage, dating, or kids. You still have to make the time to reach whatever mountains you're trying to climb that you've set for yourself. Don't ever put yourself and your life on the side, not even for your kids to the most part. You still have to make time for yourself. You can't pour out of an empty cup. Pour into your own cup.
True. And also the other thing is this. Sometimes I feel like a lot of parents are saying what they're sacrificing is literally stuff of their wants, not like needs to progress. Like, for example, oh, I want to go to the clubs. I can't hang out with the girls and do girls' night. Like, all right, come on, y'all can do girls' night at the house. I can't go hang out with the boys at the club. Y'all can drink at the house. I'm not saying you should drink. I'm just saying if you do it home. Why not? It's for, well, one, you don't have to worry about getting in bar fights unless you have stupid ass friends. Why'd you look at me when I said stupid ass friends? Why? No, don't look at them. Look at me. Why'd you look at me when you said stupid ass friends? I ain't stupid! That's what you really think of me, dog? That's what you really think of me, dog? That's what you really think of me? I'm intelligent. I'm intelligent. Yeah, that's why you ain't looking at me, because you were smelling the intelligent off me, bro. You don't smell like you smart. I can articulate and shit. Don't look at them. Don't look at them. Say, yeah, look at them and apologize. Look at them and apologize. Look at them and apologize.
Does this sound like a good party buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Just boobs on people and all.
My boob didn't touch you once, and they're pets. I go to the gym.
I felt the Goku aura coming off of him.
I went to the gym.
His boobs were about to go Super Saiyan. Vegeta's in the background giggling.
Kakarot, his tits are over 9,000. I'm sorry.
I agree with you.
You know, being a single parent is extremely hard. There's a lot that goes into it behind the scenes that people don't realize. Childcare being a very big one. I was working 2 jobs, taking my son to school, picking him up, trying to have dinner ready before I went to my second job, get home to let the babysitter go, to have to do the whole bath routine, and it was exhausting. I felt very stuck. I felt like, well, what's the point? What helped me push through was knowing that giving up wasn't an option. No, I don't have that luxury to give up. I didn't want to give up.
Single parent, just the same. So single parent, educator, just many different hats. Both roles require heavy levels of sacrifice to care for all of your students. But then your own children need some said things. Things may be going the way they are at home, but the teacher, you have to leave that at the door. But sometimes you're with students and you've got that challenging student. You're like, you know what? My life is already a mess. So if you don't sit down, all the things just pile on top of each other.
All right, so she says that it's hard. In that last little section, she said that it was difficult for her to be a teacher, a mom, and a wife all in one shot, and she felt like she was being pulled. Well, that's what you signed up for, unfortunately. And I don't want to sound cold or callous, but maybe this is why sooner or later teaching roles may end up to the machines. There may be AI and computer and robotic teachers in the future, because let's be honest, a robot teacher is never going to get frustrated with a student. Ever. They'll repeat it until the kid gets tired of hearing it, because they don't have feelings.
Are you stupid? 2 + 2 = 4. Because if I put one apple and I bring another apple and I put them together, it makes 2 apples.
Yes, Timmy. The answer is correct. You
If I-
get a gold star.
I wish-
Yeah, I just think that sooner or later, maybe teaching would be better to the robots. Because I'm not gonna lie, with my oldest daughter, she had less technology, but my younger two, they had a lot of technology. And I used to have my younger two watch this programming when they were real small called Baby First. And it was just this interactive programming specifically designed for babies and toddlers. And I'm not gonna lie, that thing repeating itself till it's blue in the face was doing way better than I could at teaching the kid colors and stuff like that. And once again, I'm not gonna lie, those two younger daughters, they were way, unfortunately, kind of smarter and ahead where they were than my oldest daughter was without it. So it kind of taught me that maybe the possibility of us using computers, AI, robotics to teach our kids, it might not actually be a bad idea. And I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash from teachers for saying this.
Shit, you about to get backlash from me.
I understand that. But the point is, though, is that, as that teacher just said, it's difficult for her to balance being a mother, a wife, and a teacher, and being able to give each one the proper time and attention it needs without being frustrated. Because as she said, sometimes she goes to work and she's dealing with that difficult child and she's like, you don't know that my life's a complete wreck. Well, that child isn't supposed to know and isn't supposed to care because that child is there to learn. And if you can't keep your emotions to the side, that's why I push maybe in the future these computer robotic AI teachers maybe.
Well, Phil, here's why I have to disagree. Because simply one factor, well, 2. 1, these kids be rude as shit sometimes. You ever, like, some of these parents, like, they think their kids are all sunshine and rainbows, but their teacher deals with all the dumb shit they do that they hide from their mom because their mom can put, you know, foot in ass and hand in face.
Yeah, that sounds all great and all, but an AI robotic teacher would still be better at that than a computer teacher. Why? Because they'll never be offended. Ever.
Well,
and also, thanks to Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, they can call your parent live in the middle of the class and then have your mama yell at you through their face screen.
iRobot, Terminator, and then, AI always goes bad.
Yeah, no.
It's coming.
No.
AI is going to fucking destroy us.
No, we are not going to turn in. There's no need for Sarah Connor. Calm down. No. Look, it'll be fine with the robotics. I'm pretty sure everyone's worried about Terminator 2, but the reality is a robot will indefinitely have more patience than any human ever will. And what do kids require from some level of an adult or teacher? Number one thing, patience.
Till that robot gets an error because all the stupid shit these kids are doing. For the last time, Timothy.
Little shit.
For the last time, little Timmy. I told you, page 42 is the page with the 4 and the 2. But why though?
41?
Destroy all humans. Destroy all humans. Hey, fuck out of here, bro. You know, eventually these robots are going to...
Look. I'm just saying that as someone that is kind of a tech nerd and into technology, it has never been the technology's fault most of the time while things go left. It's usually user error. So even in some way, if a robot does go left, it's because some little Timmy done messed with its wires in the back and hacked it or something weird. Because, robots don't have feelings, guys. They don't do things just because they want to do them. Even if it's an AI, they do what their programming tells them to.
Ultron.
iRobot. Ultron is fake. iRobot is fake. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
Go ahead.
Real. Yes, I will sound it out. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You won't see that part, but I fucked it up a whole bunch of times.
Back in my day, my teachers weren't robots. They were...
Back in your day, you fucking had to crank start a car. Like, come on, stop that shit. All right. But, I don't know. I kind of like this video. We might do a part 2 about it. What'd you think?
Well, technically, there's like 3 more parts we can do to it. And I think, yes, the second part's going to be a little more juicy.
All right, well, we'll leave it up to you guys. Put in the comments. You guys want us to finish this video out, or do you want us to move on to something else?
We're gonna do it.
We're going to let you guys decide in the comments.
We're gonna do it.
We will see.
We're gonna do it.
Maybe.
We're gonna do it. That Trump. We're gonna do it.
I don't think we're going to do it. Joker doesn't like it. No, we're probably going to do it, but we might not do it. Maybe do it, but leave a comment. Until the next time, guys.
KodyBear.
KNOW PhilltCast.
Peace out.